talking with him monthly and keeping in touch and trying to learn as much as I can from all you guys. I got a lot of other stuff I do too. So
my wife's from Long Island. She's from Comac.
oh yeah, I know Comac. My brother-in-law lives there.
Nice.
Right on. Well, cool. Really nice to meet you, man. Thanks for hopping on tonight.
You too, man.
Derek, man, is like a workaholic, dude. This guy's got like 5 jobs or something, and is like running a glass shop and is thinking about starting the next one. You know, yeah, he's an overachiever, man. Good guy.
I spent 10 years shipping out commercially, driving tank ships, and now I'm home full time, so I got lots of time on my hands.
There you go.
Well, who else is down there? What's that? Steve? Steve, where are you from? I know, but
what's going on? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. My name's Steve. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. Little one-man band down here. Kind of my part-time gig. I'm a fireman.
You don't
and
tell
I
them
got
that you need that?
what? Oh, hold on. I'm looking on my little phone here, so it's
Yeah,
kinda
don't
hard
do
to
that.
see.
There's a delay. It'll freak you out.
Yeah.
I fell for that myself a few times.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm from San Antonio.
The frame to it. The frame's over there. There's already some words. I already know.
I think.
Hey, don't make us mute you, man.
I think what we need to do is, since we have so many guys on here,
I muted.
whoever is not talking, we just make sure your thing's muted because it'll start confusing everyone.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we're already confused, so
What do I do with my hands? I don't know.
yeah.
Am I muted now?
No.
Nope, you're off.
Let me mute I'm talking. Hold on, let me mute myself.
All right, cool. All right.
Go ahead,
Right on, Steve. Glad to have you
Okay.
aboard, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. You want me to start over, or are we good?
Start over.
Start over.
Okay. I'm Steve, San Antonio, Texas. Little one man shop here. I'm a fireman full time, and my glass business on the side, which they're both about full time things. So yeah, just here doing my thing. And then I've talked to a lot of you guys before, and some I haven't, but nice meeting you if I haven't.
Yeah. Hey, do you know Bruce Gormley from the group?
I've seen his name, but I don't know him.
He's also a full-time firefighter. So
Oh, really?
that's pretty interesting. Yeah, man. Really cool guy too.
Thanks for introducing yourself, Steve. Appreciate it. Why don't you take the lead there, Craig?
Yeah, I'm Craig from Virginia. We own Franklin Glass in outside of Roanoke, Virginia, as far southwest. We're growing fast. Did about 2 million last year, and we're probably pacing for 5 this year. So, need help. Desperately need help. In fact, I wasn't joking. I'm willing to send a couple guys out if somebody wants free help for a couple days. My expense. Hit me up. I got a couple guys that we've taken on that I'm not hiring glass guys anymore. I refuse. We're going to train them up. So if anybody's interested.
Tell me why, Craig. Tell me why you're not hiring glass guys.
It's just bad experience. Guys they bring bad habits. They bring bad work ethics. They bring bad drug habits, at least in our area. And usually by the time they've gotten to us, they've been with 5 or 6 other companies. I'm not interested.
I've been telling people from day one, I would rather hire a problem solver over a glazer,
Right.
because I can teach a problem solver how to install shower glass really easy, and you can't teach a glazer how to be a problem solver. And
Our last 3 guys that we've hired they've been carpenters.
Mm-hmm.
And they're, now we're able to not just solve shower problems, but if we need to move something, we can.
Yeah. So
What do you guys specialize in?
We're
Shower doors, everything, full.
Yeah, we're a full-on. Yeah, we're a residential commercial glass contractor,
Got it.
and we own a construction business and an interior design business as well. So we're multifaceted. My wife does tile, and I do the shower.
Nice.
Yeah.
Growing more in like the residential department or in the commercial department?
No, at the beginning of COVID, it was all residential. As COVID lifted a little bit, commercials we probably did $500,000 in commercial last year. We're gonna do 2 this year, 2 million.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah. So, and residential is not letting up.
Have you ever looked into that company VCE? They're a recruiter company for commercial glazers.
No.
They send me recruits like I probably 1 or 2 a day in the commercial department. I'm trying to go full residential right now, but they're always like top tier guys, like either supers, leads, like vetted, like they won't.
And they all
recruit
want 120 grand a year, don't they?
Yeah, probably. I never gave nobody a shot. I just get the email every day.
Yeah, that's the only issue I've had with any of those guys. They want to start, and I'm like, I don't mind paying you that, but we got to work to it.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, who's next? What about Bill? Why don't you tell us a little bit about you, Bill?
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Am I unmuted? Yeah.
No,
Okay.
you're yeah.
Hey, my name is Bill Dobman from the Naples, Fort Myers, which is the Southwest Florida area. Started in 2003. We're up to 125 employees, 9 showrooms throughout Florida. Just opened our first one on the east coast of Florida in Boca Raton in November. But we go 2 in Naples, 1 in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Sarasota, St. Pete, Tampa, Orlando, and now Boca Raton. I'm lucky I'm in the business with my 2 sons and my wife. It's a family business. Probably hit about 20 million by the end of the year. We have an architectural division doing wine closets, glass railing systems, office partitions. We also have our D3 glass, which is our manufacturing. We've got a 60,000 square foot facility, 2 tempering ovens, 2 cutting lines, water jet CNC machine, all the polishers. So we do our own fab, and right now we got a $3 million autoclave on order so we can do laminated glass. So we should be able to double our business where we can do the lamination as well.
Dang.
You are who we all want to be when we grow up.
Yeah, right. I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to retire.
Yeah. Yeah, they say like what the difference between men and boys is the price of their toys, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, 2 more months and I get my first Social Security check. So I'm rock and rolling.
It's good to have you, Bill. Thanks for being here, man.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Hey, what about Bob? What about Bob? What about Bob?
Maybe Bob's. Oh, there he is.
Where did Bob go?
Muted.
You're on
The
mute,
famous-
Bob.
The famous Zoom words. You're muted.
Yep. There he is.
Sorry, I was just ordering at Culver's.
That's cool.
Well, cheese curds.
Anybody want some? I'll get some extra.
Absolutely.
An Oreo concrete mixer.
All right. We'll come back to Bob. Bob's busy. He's gonna eat something.
What about Billy?
Billy Bob?
You there, Billy?
Billy Britt, he's muted also.
There he is.
Oh, okay. See how that
Here.
is?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
There
sir.
you go. Yep.
Yeah, I got kids running around, so I'm keeping the video off and keeping it muted. So, yeah, I'm here.
Cool. Good to see you, Billy. Tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from?
In Asheville, North Carolina. So we're in the western part of North Carolina, up in the mountains. We run a 60-year-old family business, 3rd generation glazer. So full glass house. We do everything from, kind of 4-story buildings down to picture frames, so we do the whole gamut, so been listening for a few weeks, catching the live after the live. So thought I'd jump on and actually catch it as it goes. So
Awesome. Glad you're here, man.
Yeah, thanks for hopping on. Thanks for introducing yourself.
Welcome, Billy.
How about Adrian? We heard from him yet?
I'm here though. I'm ready now.
All right, you go, man.
I was in the middle of checking something with my dad here in the office, but yeah, I'm Adrian Landa with Landa and Sons Glass from Yuba City, California, about 40 minutes north of Sacramento, and we're a full glass. We do anything like I was saying. We do everything from not 4 stories. Screw that. Maybe once, and then we'll do down to a little, little picture frame as well. We do a lot of stuff in fab and shop. Most of our mirrors and stuff like that. But yeah. So, but my specialty is shower doors and commercial. Anything specialty with that specialized in glass. I've been doing this since I was 15 years old, working with my dad. Like the Evan said, I'm a second generation. Me and my brother and my dad, we run the company, and then yeah. So that's about me.
Awesome. Cool.
To meet you, bro.
I'll introduce myself. I'm Brandon DeCastro. Own GCS Glass and Mirror in Phoenix and in Denver. Partners with Chance. And we have another location that we actually just purchased in New Jersey, and then Chance owns Ames. So with our, we mainly just do shower doors and custom glass work. But we're looking to do about $10 million this year with our 4 locations. And then also we're partners in Glass Experts.
Nice.
Chance, I think you're next.
Yeah, I'm Chance Foreman. I own Ames down in Austin, Texas, but I live in Denver. I'm able to run a business because we built systems and processes in order to scale and grow our companies, and that's how we're able to purchase another company on the other side of the country. I go to Brandon for all my glass needs. I really kind of focus on the sales and marketing. That's the stuff I really love about the business, trying to grow it. And that's why I love networking. So these little calls are like made for me. So I enjoy this kind of stuff. Love getting to know you guys. I'm glad this thing's kind of growing. I'm sure some other guys probably got some questions in the Facebook Live. This is an awesome panel. If anyone has questions, you're not going to get much better of a panel from one-man operations to $20 million operations and app developers and everything in between, all for the glass business. So it's really cool that you put this thing together, Chris, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Glad that you're here, man. Yeah, this is just a great networking opportunity. Yeah, I guess I should introduce myself. My name's Chris Phillips. I'm the owner of Showcase Shower Door here in beautiful Santa Cruz, California.
Thank you.
I'm going to mute this guy. Watch this. Bam. I've got the power of the mute button. Yeah, I actually started this group about 10 years ago. And just on a whim, and it didn't really do much with it for a long time. Then, several years later, I decided, hey, I think I'll see if I can really start inviting some people into the Facebook, the Shower Door Professionals group. And then it started to grow like crazy, man. And now we're up to like over 1,300 members. And I couldn't be more proud of this group, and I was just looking at it, after I came home from the shop, sit on the couch, I'll pull out my iPad, just kind of look at the group, see what's going on, try to keep up with what's going on. And it's hard to, because it's so busy now. There are so many people in there. And it used to be, I would get in there and I'd see like someone have a question about something, and I'd be the guy who got in there and answered the question. Well, now it's like, dude, I don't really even get a chance to get to the questions, man, because all you guys are already answered all the questions, and it's like there's 100 answers. It's like, I'm not going to chime in, it's like this has been sufficiently, handled. So it's a cool thing to just be able to kind of watch it and be kind of just, along for the ride. And so thanks for letting me be a part of it. And thanks for joining this awesome group.
Sweet.
Well, thanks for having it.
Phil, I see, Chris, I see a new member, Robert Gomez.
Robert. Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, Robert?
Introduce
Tell us
yourself.
about you, man.
I am Robert out of Ames Mirror Glass in Austin, Texas. That's where I started about 18 years ago. They called me Sawhorse. I was good for holding tools, and I was really dang good at it. And 20 years later, I'm back in the business, helping with marketing, sales, all of the above. I've played every role in every single position that there is, from the office girl down to the guy doing quality control and everything else. So I have a lot of insight as to how the actual gloss operation works. I just happen to also be a nerd, and I know how to combine the digital aspect, build the online pages, the online forms, the marketing, and everything that ties it all together to let automation take over that. So I help doing a lot of that. For a lot of the partners in the group, I help address a lot of the tech issues. So now I'm the go-to tech person. If y'all have any issues, I'd love to answer any questions y'all have.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. This guy is yeah, he's kind of the brains behind the whole thing. You know, if there's something that you need, you know, to understand, I mean, it's like the whole like follow-up program is just, it's so powerful. And just like so many like powerful software applications. I mean, you really a lot of times just scratch the surface on, you know, how you're using it as compared to what it's really capable of. So it really takes time to unpack, you know, all of the power of the thing. But you know, he's a dude who, you know, I can go to and say, hey, how do I do this? And man, he jumps in there and
It's
he doesn't
funny.
know it, he figures it out.
It's funny. We always say like follow up is a toolbox. You can either build a chair with it or you can build a house with it. And I'm always like, hey, Rob, I'm trying to build this house over here. Can you help me build this? Like it's pretty complicated. I have the vision. I'm just not smart enough to build it.
Well, if you can imagine it,
I want
it can,
both though.
yeah, exactly. All of that. I want a
the
chair
house.
for my house.
I want the house built, and I want the chair to sit down and look.
I got you. Let me know what color you want, and I'll build it.
Awesome. Cool.
I want both.
Well, hey, I don't know if you guys have any particular questions, something that's been on your mind or bothering you, or something you really want the answer to. I know this month is pricing month. You know, we're just kind of talking about you know, different aspects of pricing and value, and you know, and I know that that Brandon's got some stuff that he wants to talk to us about. You know, but you know, we can also get to some questions if you guys have any.
I'm interested inside the marketing part because I mean we're pretty busy as shower doors and stuff, but I want to get more deep into it as far as, you know, get more out in the surrounding areas that are around me as well. I'm really interested in doing that and getting some you know, educated on that part, how to, you know, better my company, you know, in that area. What's the best, you know, avenues to take, you know? I know there's Facebook, phone book. I don't think we even have the phone book anymore. But as far as, you know, that, I mean, that's all I know so far, you know.
Do you guys spend any money?
Word of mouth, you know, we have a lot of return customers, or we have a lot of people saying, oh, you did my friend's shower, so, or my sister's shower or something like that. We get a lot of that, but you know, I want to get more out into, you know, wider area, you know?
Yeah, Chance is your man. He's the marketing guru of the group, man.
Yeah.
Do you spend money on that stuff now?
You know what? We don't spend any money on marketing right now. We do have, I mean, like I said, Facebook, I spend a little money with them, but mostly it's just word of mouth. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. We're probably only maybe 2 glass shops in our area serving 100,000 people. There's only about 2 or 3 glass shops. That's it.
Yeah.
So we're the premier glass shop. We're the only one with a storefront. We're the only one on a busy street. So when you're driving home, you're going to see us. You're going to see our lights on. We have a big old sign in the front where, you know, it's lit up at night. We have, you know, 5 trucks, you know, that drive around all day. People see. So that's pretty much our advertisement. But I mean, but those people are not, you know, these trucks are not going out to the places I want people to see because we're not in that area. And I want to get in that area.
I'd say from my point of view is you'd want to do something like Bill's done. If you've kind of like built a really good model where you're at, try to go start off a little satellite location close by, somewhere where you know you can get a one-man operation running out of his truck, or you can send a guy up to that area, and then you can just start it by running direct marketing up there. Like you don't need a storefront, you don't need a showroom up there in the beginning.
Yeah.
generate some income, but do it like direct response marketing style, where you're putting in like $1 and you know from that dollar you're going to get $5 out. So if I put $100 in, I'm going to get $500 out, right? But so you want to be able to track those metrics.
Hey, tell mom to get it and then go home.
Probably best way to.
The only bad thing about that right now, everybody in this area, I don't know if if everybody is having the same problem, but finding anybody that's willing to come work for us, anybody, either they're stuck doing the in a union making the big bucks over there, or it's hard to find anybody right now. We're having to train everybody or find people that are willing to work, and it's very hard. So I don't know if we could try that, but trying to find somebody that actually want to work, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's very, very. I mean, like I said, you sit all day because we don't have nobody to fill them.
Yeah.
We can't.
So this is a perfect segue for me to make a shameless plug for my tools. It's like when I started making these utilities to help single installers be more effective without help. A lot of people came back and said, "Oh, we use two installers everywhere." So it's like, we really don't need those tools. And it's like, yeah, that's cool, But here's the thing: if you had two guys with these tools, both of those guys be twice as effective. Even if you do have two guys, right? And so now what's happening is people don't have two guys to send out to every job anymore. And like these tools are like selling like hotcakes now, man, because people are really realizing, wow, we need these things.
Well, trying to find that one guy is hard though. I mean, we put out we went on LinkedIn. We've tried everything from the moon and back, trying to find somebody to help us, that's willing to work. We find one guy. We find the guys that we find are actually over the hill already. They can't move, and old glazers are about to have knees replaced or something like that.
They're not old like me, are they?
No, they're a little older.
Oh, okay.
They're like Bill right
Little.
They're like Bill right there, like a security check, Yeah, so it's like it's hard for ones, but they can't carry a piece of glass by themselves. It's hard on them. And they can barely a full 8-hour day. They want to work.
Well, I know Brandon had something you wanted to say about this.
I was gonna say it's because you got to make a video with the championship belt. It brings all the guys.
Mine's gonna have buttons on it though. See?
Something that I've been testing over the past few years has really been. So my brother-in-law is a high school football coach, a varsity football coach in Texas, and I've been working with him and some of his coaches to send me old players that like were great players and they were dedicated and they were ambitious, but they just weren't going to college. They weren't college type people. And he sent me some really good kids, baseball players. They're oriented, they want to learn something. They want to be a part of a team. They want to grow. They want to be coached. They want results. I love Bill's structure with pay, and actually having like a structure and a tier for that, like where you have to hit certain levels in order to get paid like that. People want to be a part of something where they feel it's going somewhere. People don't want to come somewhere that's stuck. You're going to get people that are already stuck. They're just moving on to the next location to be stuck at for another dollar, right? I think like even what Brandon's doing with the belt and stuff like that, that's creative. He's getting out there and he's giving his guys a reason to work and to do something a little different, to hold the title, to hold the belt. And like there's pay incentives with that too at the end of the year. But I think a big reason, like a lot of people have to build the culture because people want to work for somewhere great. Bill's got a great training facility. Guys want to come somewhere these days. Like people want to be educated. They don't want to just hop in a truck and learn the ways, right? They want to be taught something. How am I going to do this so that you're setting them up for success instead of they feel like you're setting them up for failure? So training like that and stuff like that, building that in, building a great culture around what you're doing, having a mission that you're driving the whole company to, so people can get behind that mission. It's something they can stand behind and feel proud to tell their friends they're a part of. I think that's how you attract people, you know. Just from Instagram alone, I get hit up on a regular basis. I would wish AIM, we're making such a big transition. I wish I was as busy as all you guys in shower doors right now, because we get people that hit us all up all the time just because of our social presence, that want to move across the country to come work for us. Brandon gets hit up all the time like that too. So I think like leveraging these tools like we're on right now, people want to be a part of something cool. So build something cool and people will start being attracted to it. That's my little bit of advice.
Well put, man. Yeah.
I think bringing in young guys and homegrown your own people is the best way to do it. You know, teach them your way. You bring in old Glazers, they have bad habits. There's always pushback. And granted, it's not all of them, because I have a couple guys that are awesome that came from other companies, but also the guys that I have spent 15 years at one company before they came over. So those type of people, you know, kind of stick around with companies. They're not jumping from ship to ship just for $1 an hour raise. But the homegrown guys, you know, those are the best, training them that way. But it takes time to train them that way. Most companies don't have time to properly train someone because they're trying to fill the spot right away. So that's a big, like right now, I mean, I got guys, like I'm down guys right now, and we already had to hire guys, and you know, personal issues. And it's like, man, so we're literally just getting bodies in there right now that can kind of fill the void, you know, and hopefully they work out. But if they don't, it is.
Yes.
What it is, so
Yeah. Local high school. Yeah. All right, I'll lock it up. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should just hit up the local high schools then, huh?
Go to coaches. I mean, we have a 20-year-old kid out here in Denver, Colorado. He's been with us for 6 months, and he's running a truck doing grid showers. He runs three showers a day, and he's off
how long did you guys?
Texas,
how long does it take for you guys to train somebody and actually let them go in the truck and trust them enough to go do something like that?
Like, he's literally been with us for 6 months, and he's running a truck. Like, he took Brandon's partner, the owner out here, out from installing. He's only doing measures now, and we got a 20-year-old kid running 3 showers a day, 15 showers a week.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a California thing, but man, it's hard to find people like that here. The kids here, I think they're different.
Yeah.
More.
Try Florida, man. Oh no,
Yeah.
It's not different.
It's not. It has a lot to do with your intention, you know. Has a lot to do with the way you think about it and the way you set yourself up, you know. And it's really easy to, you know, to kind of get into a mindset of like, oh man, this is just the way it's going. It's kind of circling the drain, you know. And once I start to think like that, I'm doomed, man. I have to stop, reset my thinking, because I'm going to draw in whatever I'm projecting out, you know. And people are finding, I mean, wherever you go, people are the same, right? You know, it's like the old story about, you know, guy comes into town and he says, hey, you know, what are people like around here? You know, somebody who's been there, and he says, I don't know, what were people like where you came from? He said, people sucked, man. They were like mean, grouchy, you know, nobody was nice, you know, nobody was helpful or anything, man. He said, yeah, you'll find that people are pretty much the same way here.
everyone's there's transplants everywhere now. You know, it's such a mixed culture. It's not just like people.
Right.
Usually, you go to a state, it's hard, you don't find people that actually grew up in that state anymore. It's always people that moved to that state, so it's different. But the problem is with young people, millennials, and all that. It's not that they're hard to train. They just come from a different era, so they're used to instant gratification. So they don't want the marathon; they want the sprint. So you just gotta you gotta train them different. You gotta approach them different. You gotta talk to them different. You know, pat on the back and stuff like that. And they can be great employees. They're not used to dial up internet. You know, they're used to going on a website and having it there instant, like Amazon. You buy it, it's right there. You have it, and that's what today. The day and age we're in right now is instant gratification. So that's what a lot of these young kids are looking for. So, you know, you gotta like have goals for them and put them on the right path, and they want to be able to see that they can succeed and not just like old school where you just work and you get rewarded for your work without asking for it. They want to know that they're going to get that type of those rewards. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a mistake to think that everybody is working for more money. I mean, not everybody's motivated by, another dollar an hour or $2 an hour. A lot of people are motivated by a lot of different things, and it takes getting to know each individual and dealing with people as individuals, because people really don't come in groups. They come one by one. And some people just want, the feeling of a job well done, or the acceptance they get as being part of a team. Or there's a whole lot of ways to motivate people, besides just the money. So, I mean, a lot of times you can get better people without even spending more money, just by creating a culture that they enjoy being a part
and
of.
that's what we've kind of done. And you can go poach people all the time. I mean, literally people do it all the time where they're overpaying for these employees because they're so busy and they have so much work and they don't know what to do. And they're literally just overpaying and saturating the market with overpaid guys that aren't worth the money. And then it becomes an issue because then you have, a $30 an hour guy that can't even install a steam shower with a transom or something. He can only do door and panels and 90s. But then you got a problem because you have this high tiered installer, and that's what he's used to making because someone overpaid for him. And then what do? You need an employee, and then you pay him higher because you're trying to fill the spot, and it kills the industry. So, but that's what people do we had a guy that worked for us. He was couldn't drive, didn't have a driver's license because he had a DUI. Good guy, showed up, would do anything we asked. Wasn't like a lead installer. He was a glazer, can install shower doors, but he wasn't like that guy that was running, custom showers. And he left for another company for I think it was like $7 or $8 more an hour. And it was one of those things where we're not going to match that just because we want to keep you around. We can't afford that. There's tiers, like Bill says, there's tiers that you have for your installers, but some people are just willing to pay whatever it takes to get that guy so they can just keep getting the work. And they don't realize that it's a wash at the end of the year because they're paying so much in labor.
That's the part. That's sometimes.
Andrea, don't feel bad. I mean, we all had to work at that. I didn't get here overnight. I've been through the exact same struggles that you had, and had to be creative to get people and pay people and find out what it is they like, whether it's benefits, the pat on the back, getting them in a job where they're getting tips where I don't want to know what they make. But you start getting them that, and they're making a good living as long as you're not pressing them too much. We offer overtime for them. You're just going to find the hot button, just like Chris said. It's not always money. It could be just their partner they're riding in the truck with, a nice vehicle to ride with, good tools, whatever it is. You're going to find their hot button. Some guys, I got guys that just love getting shirts. I don't know. That's their thing. Just give them the swag stuff and they're happy.
Absolutely.
So it's just going to be find what's their hot button. We started doing newsletters and featuring different employees, and it just makes them feel good. They're the employee of the month. Maybe they did a really great installation and we share it through our in-house networking. We use a app called Slack, and everybody posts their picture and everybody comments on it, and it's a good thing. So there's a really good camaraderie. Every Friday morning we have breakfast for the guys. They come in early and we get them breakfast. You get them out on the road by 8 o'clock. The guys in the glass shop every Friday afternoon, we're doing cookouts, and it's just a really good camaraderie. And now they don't want to leave because they really like working with all their partners.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, it's the same culture we had built at Ames. In fact, the shop guy we have now, that's the best shop guy I've seen for a while. He came through a follow of ours on Instagram. We post all of our work. She does custom woodwork. She gets a few mirrors from us every now and then. She saw we were hiring, and she tried to recommend this guy so many times to us. Finally, we're in a crunch. We brought him in, and he just wanted to be a part of a company where he got to leave at the time that he was told he could leave. 8 to 5. He wanted to be able to leave at 3:30, pack up and be gone. And that was his one thing. And he couldn't find a place that would just give him that much. And we did. and he's great. He's just amazing. But we found because of our culture online, because of our expression of working with people and just having a good time on top of doing quality work, we got an awesome guy.
Yeah, I mean, Adrian, when I was younger, I mean, guys wanted to take time off to go watch their kids play baseball or soccer or a dance recital. And man, you already have the customer scheduled. It's hard to say, sure, go. But,
Yeah.
you know, as you grow and you get more people and you become more flexible, then those things are good. And it's really important. So you just have to get a good log of people and then build on that. And then you'll be able to do the things that really make them happy.
That's hard.
It is. It's hard. Believe me, it can be a lot of hard nights.
And you see you're bored. You're like, oh, we gotta get this work done. You know, I'm working sometimes 6, 7 days. I mean, 6 days a week sometimes to get it done.
Yeah.
You know, and our shop got hit with the COVID, so we had to shut down for almost 2 weeks. You know, we're like backed up big time. So I mean, people take their time off, but you know, 8 to 5, man. We tell our guys.
Hey, Chris, I want to add something here, just a different point of view. And I want to follow up on what Brandon said, how the younger millenniums are into instant gratification, right? Ordering things on Amazon. But how many times have you ordered things on Amazon and you received it and it wasn't exactly what you thought it was and you had to send it back? The size wasn't right. It was cheap. It looked really good in a picture. And we're finding out that if you stick with a quality service, good installers, you know, you could have the best shower door product in the world, but if they're caulking it, it looks like they rubbed it in with their elbow. It makes a good product look terrible. And if you just really focus on quality with good service, you're going to continue to get that reputation, and you're going to be the company that people want to work for, and you're going to be the company that people want to buy glass from just because of that. So yeah. I'm not a big fan of the instant gratification. I like building customer relationships. So it's just a little twist. You know, we all have an end goal and we can get there different ways. So I'm not saying one thing is bad and one thing is good. It's just that there's different ways of achieving the same thing.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I was just saying that kids are used to instant gratification these days.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, our younger guys that work for us that are helpers and apprentices, they're the ones that actually take in the culture. So when we hire a guy from another shop that comes in to start installing and they're not doing it our way, those kids are the ones that actually tell us and say, hey, that's not GCS's way. That's not the way we do it. And they tell them as well. And it's crazy how like you get that from the younger generation that takes in that culture and defends it, which is awesome. So
I'm going
to share. It gets back to kind of what Bill was saying about, you know, talking about how a guy needs time off, you know, to go watch his kid's ball game or something, and just being able to make accommodations for that. And so for a slightly older generation, that might be, you know, the thing. And for a younger generation, it may be a slightly different need. But it comes back to being sensitive to the individuals, what each individual really is motivated by, because that's what you want to do. You want to motivate your guys.
Yes.
And one thing you don't want to forget is like you have to charge enough money. Mm-hmm. And like don't make the mistake of undercharging for your services. If you're so busy that you can't keep up, there's a good chance you're not charging enough. And the truth is, you do your customers a great disservice if you undercharge them. I mean, I know that might sound crazy, hard to accept, but if you think it through, you're going to realize I'm right. You do your customers a disservice by undercharging them.
So, you know, the rule of thumb that I've learned, and I've worked in a lot of different markets and priced for a lot of different markets, is if you were to take your cost of material and multiply that by 3, that would be your installed price plus tax or whatever you charge on that. But so that's typically the rule of thumb for a shower door in our industry. I know I'll probably get some pushback, but I worked in a lot of markets like that. So to get that way, if you had a calculator or formula, you take your material, you mark your material up 100%, and you add labor on top of that. That covers you for your material, that covers you for your labor and everything. But you can even mark it up even more. Like, for example, we're so busy and we're underpowered right now. We raised our prices just to kind of slow it down. We're either going to slow down or we're going to keep selling like crazy, and then our margins are going to be more. So we started marking our material up 150% the other day, plus labor, plus add-ons and all that, and literally just still selling them. Like haven't had any pushback from people on selling it. So it's like, when I would say it's harder for a smaller company to mark their glass up more than they think they need, just because they're worried that they're not going to get the job and they got to get every single job to stay busy. But believe you don't have to mark. If you price 5 jobs, maybe price one of those jobs a little bit higher than those other ones and see if you get it. And if you get it for a couple weeks, then start pricing 2 or 3 of those jobs out of the 5 higher, and then start working your way that way. And then, you know, it works out. And there's guys out there that literally, I mean, they'll get their price from their vendor and they'll barely mark it up. I know some guys that won't even mark it up. They'll add labor on top of it and go install it. And it's like, that just kills the market. Yep. If you measured wrong or you break a panel or something, like, you lose money on the job, and then you can't scale, right? So if your margins aren't right, you'll never be able to scale. And that's the biggest thing is, you're working and you're busy and you're making money. Well, you're making money because you're so busy, but as soon as you slow down, you don't have any money that you're making because you're just taking money from here to pay this and just rolling over money. So,
and I bet every single one on this board has had it that the guy that you discounted it deepest to is the one that gives you the biggest problems.
Absolutely.
The one that beats you up the worst is the one that's going to give you the hardest time. The one you lost money on is the one that's going to give you the hardest time.
It's the job things go wrong on. It's the job where everything breaks or scratches or whatever.
Every time.
Every single time.
It's not 50%, it's 100% of the time.
It's that and friends and family. Every time you do something, family, something's wrong because you give them a deal.
Terrible.
I'd rather do it for free for a family member or a friend. I mean, because it's like, I feel like if I charge them anything, if I charge them half price, I'm going to lose my ass. It's almost cheaper for me to do it for free.
And
I did
I was going to help Andrea out with something there, but go ahead. Who's ever talking? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did speaking of friends and family deal, a real good buddy of mine, I did a barn door shower for him, and the supplier didn't give me the polys for the, that big fat bumper poly for the sliding door. And so I wanted to get it done for him because I was kind of running short on time. So I went over one night, did it for him. I tightened up the bump stop on top, really hard, about an inch away from it. I was like, don't let anybody in here until I can bring this poly in, because he's got like 3 kids. Oh, we're good. We're good. I go to the fire station next day. I get a freaking picture at about 6 p.m. the next day at the fire station. 1 kid covered in blood and glass everywhere. And I was just like, oh my God. And that was one of the friends and family deals, right? You try to help them out. And so I ate the thing. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to charge you for it. I'll get you a new door. I hope your kid's fine. His kid was fine, but I was like, it's just one of those things. They always bite you somehow. Always.
And that's why we don't offer discounts either. Like, every time someone asks for a discount, we don't give discounts because of that. It's the ones you give discounts to, you have the issues with. And so we don't give discounts at all. What were you going to say, Bill?
Well, I was going to try and help Adrian there a little bit to help grow his business. When you get customers, if you had a discount or if you had multiple doors in one house and you're bidding against somebody else and you really want to get that job, have it a give and take and say, if I do a good job, would you give me a good Google review? Would you do this? Help them grow your business, or give you a name of a friend or a family that also is building a house or remodeling, and see if you can't use them as a testimonial. At least get something for the value that you've had to discount there.
Good idea.
That's 100%. I mean, Bill nailed it on the head right there. That's what we do. If we, instead of offering a discount if something happens, I'll do a repair for someone or something. Like, you know what? Just give us a 5-star Google review.
Yeah.
Refer us and we'll get it done for you. Not too long ago, we underpriced a job big time because my installer that measured it came back and didn't have the correct information on there, what they wanted. We priced it out a certain way. So they essentially got these mirrors for nothing. And we told the homeowner, look, like, these should have been a lot more. It was a mistake on our end, but we're gonna honor the price and do everything, but all we ask is you give us a Google. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a Google review. I'm gonna have my wife log on. She's gonna give you a 5-star Google review. I'm like, perfect. That's all we ask for. So
Yeah. Just don't expect to make it up in quantity.
yeah.
10 more of the same jobs.
Golden. Yeah,
Awesome.
that's golden. Yeah, I mean those reviews too. You know, a thing I started doing early on was when I would bring a customer in to show them their shower. You know, you get to the end, it's like, okay, you ready for the final inspection? Yeah, they come in. Some customers just were like, gosh, you know, they'd be like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I mean, it's better than I could have imagined. And when I have them in that kind of a state, I'll say, hey, would you do a little 1-minute testimonial for me? I'll take out my phone, just take a video. And if you can catch a person in that state of mind, I mean, I've shown the guys at GEP like a video like that I have of just this guy going on and on for like a couple of minutes, just how wonderful I am. Those things are as good as gold, and it's really easy. Everybody's got a camera on their phone. Just if someone's really happy, try to see if you can capture that on video.
In the marketing world, that's like a huge thing, is like regular testimonials, getting them on your website. But if you can get a video testimonial, the Google gods will love you.
Yeah,
that on your
absolutely.
homepage, your website, and they'll like start ranking you up real high. So
Actually, Derek did a really nice little testimonial video for me of some of my tools, man. It's just like awesome. I got to figure out where to stick that, man. But thanks, Derek. I really appreciate that.
No problem.
heck yeah.
Hey guys, I got to leave. So thank you. I'll see you next week, probably.
All right, awesome, man.
Thanks for
Look
tuning
forward to
in.
it.
Have a good night, Bill.
Thank you.
See you later, Bill.
Any
Bye now.
questions on Facebook tonight? Anyone been checking the feed or anything?
No, I'm trying to get Chase Osborne to come out here and work for me in Arizona, but he says he's too white, too pale.
You know what Coca-Cola says about that?
Right? Too pale, he'll burn.
Hey, before I leave, Craig, by all means, just reach out to me and we'll set up a time. Craig?
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, we've already got the trip planned, so I'd love to see your thing, man.
Send me an email, would you? It's bill@myshowerdoor.com and I'll get you directions and everything.
Okay, right on.
Thanks. Good night,
Thanks,
guys.
Phil. Good seeing you,
Right.
man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Thanks. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah,
Awesome group of people.
it really is, man. It's like proud to be a part of this.
Yeah, I was just gonna drop what, since we're here and got everybody, we put out a cool product, and we have a link to it. I'm sure Chris could probably share it in here. But if a lot of you guys aren't using Showers Online by CRL because it's just a little too complicated, Chris and Brandon have been putting something really cool together to teach people how to use Showers Online. So once you get your
Is that?
yeah,
What's
so
that, Adrian?
I have mine. I use it every day. I love it. I can figure out my apps. I can figure out what size is there. I love it, but stuff where I can and because that would have helped me price out right away to the customers. I don't have to wait for a quote. It'll come from that, I guess.
Yeah.
It's full.
Yeah, you're
potential.
breaking up. You're breaking up kind of bad there, Adrian. I get the gist of what you're saying. And actually, Brandon also has another product that helps with pricing shower doors that makes it even faster than Showers Online. That's another thing that's coming up. But
Okay. Yeah,
but
because I would like to utilize it to take its full potential using Showers Online, because I go with the customer's house with my iPad and I work out the design and stuff, but I would love to generate a price right away for them so I get the chances of getting the job, not letting somebody else come in and steal it for me.
Well, stick around, man, because this is just what Chase is about to tell you about, or I mean, Chance is about to tell you about. Chase, everybody does that, don't they?
everyone does that. So really, it's Showers Online. So if you guys don't have Showers Online yet, we're able to work out a deal through our Glass Experts partnership. We can offer a license without having an upfront fee. right? And we're giving you the actual monthly membership for a little bit cheaper, and it comes with a training course. But if you, the guys that already have it, another cool product is we're going to do a call once a month like this, but very focused on how to optimize and use Showers Online to the best of your abilities. Chris has been using it for, I don't know, close to 10 years. Brandon's been using it 6-7 years. And some of our other partners been in there a long time. So we're just going to show how to optimize it and use it. Really, it's a really cheap way to do a mastermind like this that's a little bit more private. It's not live on Facebook, where we can kind of go granular into how to optimize softwares, leverage software in your business to optimize your time, kind of buy some of your time back to maximize your profits. And it's only, I think, $100 a month, Brandon.
For the mastermind, yeah.
Yeah, for the mastermind.
So what it is it's $150 a month for Showers Online if you don't have it, which saves you $50 a month. That gives you the training course, and then also the $100 mastermind. So it'd be $250 if you wanted the mastermind, or if you had Showers Online, it's $100 a month. You still get those training courses for Showers Online plus the mastermind for $100. But it saves you. If you the big thing about Showers Online is they have no training, and also they charge you a $1,000 fee up front to start Showers Online. So that's all waived. So we worked out a deal with them to where we can we have the training program and start teaching people how to use Showers.
How much was it? Oh, okay.
So if you already have Showers Online, right, Adrian?
Yes, I do.
So $100 a month for the mastermind, and then you would get the courses as well if you already have it.
Okay.
So, and then if you don't have Showers Online, it's $150 for the license and for the courses, and then it's an extra $100 for the mastermind for the once a month.
Brandon, how many additional? Can you get additional licenses for that 150?
It'll be an extra charge. I have to talk to them. I'm waiting for an email back on them. It would be a small fee after that. It wouldn't be another 150 or whatever. It'd probably be like another $100 add-on for an extra.
Yeah,
license.
and from CRO, it's like $50, but
yeah, it's $50 with CRO. That's no one's asked that question before. That's a really good question.
We use Smart Toolbox, which made Showers Online.
Yeah,
they run our whole, and we got whatever the shower designer is integrated into our system. Yeah, Smart Glazer.
Yeah. How do you
How
like
much
it?
are you paying for Smart Builder, if you don't mind me asking?
We're paying with the shower designer, it's like $350 a month that's for 2 licenses.
And is that for the whole smart, like the whole management system?
Yeah, it's the whole integration with QuickBooks, everything.
Gotcha.
We're getting ready. I gotta add 2 more licenses soon, so it's gonna go up to 500.
Gotcha. I like Smart Glazer has a nice product. I mean, they built Showers Online. Even Showers Online, you can change the way it looks to Smart Glazer or Smart Glazer, whatever they want.
Yeah, Smart Glazer is a little more forgiving.
Yeah.
Like Showers Online, I mean, you make a mistake, man. I can there's less fatal mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Where I can override a lot of stuff.
They're both pretty outdated and old school compared to the new style now. Like I feel like we want to build our own. We have another software coming out that isn't going to compete against that, but eventually we're going to hopefully build our own, because it should be a lot simpler to draw up a shower door than what these companies make it. Should be really simple to draw up a shower door.
Really simple.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that's coming up. You know, if you're interested in learning more about the Showers Online license or the training, the mastermind, you can go ahead and just direct message me or Brandon or Chance, and we'll get you some more information about that.
Yeah, you can check out the link. It's showersonlinetraining.com. Pretty
showersonlinetraining.com.
showersonlinetraining.com. Go check it out. That's where you can get the course and get the license over there if you're interested. No big deal if not, but if you're trying to do the mastermind, that page isn't quite built yet. So just DM us and we'll get you in for the mastermind if you already have a license. That'd be super cool.
Robert, you beat me, man. To put in the link, dude. You are so smooth.
I typed it in before Rob, but
Bam.
I spelt it wrong, so I had to delete my comment.
Yeah, I think I did too.
What
I'm
was
gonna
it?
delete
What was
mine.
the
No,
link
that's what
again?
I'm here for. Check the comments or check the Zoom chat. I
There's a
pasted
link.
them.
There's a link right in the comments to showersonlinetraining.com.
Hours online.
So it's about 6:25. What else? Anybody got some last minute thing they want to talk about or a question? Or what's up?
I think it was a great night.
Dude, it's killer, man.
Yeah, it was really cool having people
I get
on.
so much out of these, man.
We're trying to talk about pricing, kind of really dive in on pricing and how to like change and optimize your pricing and make sure you're pricing correctly and price to scale your business, not price to get stuck. So over these next weeks, hop in shower doors, professionals, leave comments on the videos, post your pricing questions. Someone posted in there last week. It was really cool. It was like, hey, it's a 90-degree clamp shower. It goes for this much in my area, how much in your area? And a bunch of people were commenting. And I found that super valuable just to kind of see. But you could really see the smaller guys in the market because they would give their price off, and like, this is all we can get around here. Can't get $1 more around here. I've tried. And it's like, yeah, everyone says that everywhere, man. I think you need to position yourself a little different.
Yep. They posted shower door installers too, and I commented on it because the guy was saying, "Oh, I can only get like $1,100 or $1,200 for that big flat 90 in Arizona. Everyone's just too cheap." I was like, "Man, you're pricing wrong because we get like 1,700, 1,800 out here. It's just, that's just your pricing."
Let's dive into that this month. Really look forward to that. So ask questions. Tell us what you're doing. Be the expert to us. I'd love to hear what everyone else is doing. It'd be really cool.
Totally. Yeah, a few new members in Slick this month, which is really cool. I had a couple members that were members before come back, which is really awesome. So it's not too late to join the shower layout and installation clinic. These guys are also involved in that. So it's a lot more fun now, the whole online clinic with more guys and stuff. So
definitely.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah.
I asked Chris this the other day when I was talking to him on the phone about the pricing and stuff. I'm starting to really try to narrow in my pricing for upselling, and I actually think I listened to one of your podcasts, Chris, and it was somebody on here, one of the podcasts, and you were talking about upselling rope hooks and stuff, and I haven't really done that. I've always just added it in, but I'm going to start up charging for that. But as far as like tile and stuff, I was talking to Chris, like subway tile, it's no time to drill, but some of these new tiles I'm drilling into, it's a 3 foot by 6 foot tile. It's some Italian marble, and it takes me forever to drill. And I don't know, do you guys have like a pricing structure for harder tiles?
Not really. With that, we use GRT Relton Groovy Bits that literally go through anything. Like you can drill through mirror with them. You can drill through any hard surface. I mean, we can drill 8 holes in a shower in 5 minutes with one bit. It goes pretty quick if you use it on hammer drill with like a cordless drill and keep it cool. Dip it, drill half. Like I like to pre-drill all my holes just so the marks don't disappear. Some of my guys like to drill them with the shower door up. I don't like that, but and I always drill the top holes for another trick, drill the top holes first, because then you're using your bit when it's really sharp up top, when you don't have that much pressure and you can't control it that easy, and then drill your bottom holes where you can get on a knee and kind of control that a little bit better with a duller bit. That works a lot. But GRT Groovy Bits, I know a lot of people use those. What are those bits, Chris, that people are using? The spade ones?
The Porcelain Plus speed bits.
Porcelain Plus. I use them. I prefer the Groovy Bits. I've been using the Groovy Bits probably for 15 years now.
They're what? They're GRT. GRT.
They're called Relton GRT.
Okay, the Relton bits. Okay.
There's a guy that hit me up from China because they're hard to get right now. Reltons are really hard to get. The guy that hit me up from China sent me some sample bits. And I had my guys test them, and they worked okay. They were inexpensive, so I ordered 1,000 of them from him, and I'm waiting on the shipment just to try them out, because it's hard to get the Railtons, but they're Railton knockoffs. But with the we'll charge a little bit more for like glass tile.
Okay.
And then we won't warranty glass tile. We'll let them know, like, you gotta have, there's a certain way to, I don't want to ramble too much, but when you're doing glass tile, a lot of people, they'll plug it. You got to make sure you have backing on glass tile. Otherwise, it's always going to crack the tile when you hit the door. But what you got to do is you got to push the plug behind the tile. So don't leave the plug flush with the tile when you drill it. Push the plug all the way behind the tile. That way you're not expanding that hole, and potentially the tile is going to have micro fissures in it, just like a mirror would if you cut it, and it has little micro fissures and cause it to splinter and crack. So push it behind. But we don't really, to answer your question, we don't really upcharge for that type of stuff. We'll note it on our paperwork to let our installers know.
Okay.
But we're installing showers. I mean, maybe it takes 5 minutes longer to drill tile, but if you have the right bits and stuff, you get through it pretty quick.
Okay.
So, and then
I would have like those upsells in your back pocket, like towel bar handle combos. Like, don't make those your normal markup, like a rope hook and stuff like that. Make those a 5x markup. Like, make really good profit on them because you're already selling. Don't go back to the car and work that up or send them an email. No, like, hey, this towel bar cost me $20, but I sell it for $150. So when I'm already measuring the shower and I know I'm there for a deposit, and a customer was like, well, how much to add a towel bar? $150. Right? You want to do it? Like, and I'm putting it on the bill already. So it's like that extra profit right there is like, you know, it only costs you $20. That's $130 profit. So you just literally increased your margins by probably 20% on that shower door alone. So if you do that, you know, every other job, you really start seeing not like your overall revenue just grow like crazy, but the profit margins in between, you know, your gross and your net.
Yeah.
And then we always give the option for Starfire. Starfire is a huge upsell. We have a cool picture that shows the two differences. To give you an example, I was actually working in our program over the weekend, and I typically don't get in it. Guys usually sell the jobs, but I was in it and I was responding to customers. They obviously were closed on the weekend, so I sold jobs over Saturday and Sunday just by responding to customers and giving them prices really quick. And every single customer upgraded the Starfire just by giving them the Starfire. So it's just one of those things. It's wording. It's the way you give options. You don't want to give too many options to a customer because then they get lost and they don't know what they want. But if you give a couple options, for example, we used to put out like or Aero Shield for free to our customers. At least they thought it was for free. We would actually work it into our price, whatever our cost was, and give it away. Well, when you're bidding apples for apples with somebody, the customer doesn't realize that they're getting Enduro Shield sometimes, and it's just written out there. They don't really care when it's offered for free too much, unless like you're physically having a conversation about it. So what we started doing is we started giving the add-on for Enduro Shield. We price it normal and then give the add-on for Enduro Shield. Either no, we're still giving it to them at our cost. It's covering our cost. It's not built into our price. And those same 5 customers all picked Starfire and Enduro Shield over the weekend just by giving them that. And I think it's just psychological when people see that. When you give something for free written in there, they just kind of pass it by. They don't think about it. But when you give them a little option that costs $50, they're like, oh, what is this? And, you know, the way we worded about protecting your future investment and stuff like that, like a lot of people, we have no pushback from it. So
there you go, man. Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom.
Chance is the king of upselling towel bars and rope hooks, man. And I've never seen.
All right, you guys. Dinner's on the table, man. I'm out of here.
See you guys later.
See you guys later.
Hey,
thank you.
Next Wednesday. Let's be back here, man.
Definitely.
Sounds good.
Thanks for showing up, man. Cool.
Hang on,